Well, welcome back, folk. Come on in. So we are getting ready for the next season, which is the next holiday season, which is Easter. Easter is one of my favorites. Actually, quite a few of my favorites. I love Christmas and I love Valentine's. So I think I just love decorating. So we are back at one of the focal points in the house. So we are going to do an Easter um, scape today. This is probably going to be one of the most ambitious ones that I've done thus far. You'll let me know in your comments later. So I have a whole bunch of flowers. I decided on two main colors for the season, and I wanted to do something bright yellow and maybe pale yellow with some purples. So basically, it's going to be yellows and purples. I'll probably do a separate video because there's so many flowers, you all. There's so many flowers I can't even show you. But I have tons of yellow roses. I have purple moms. I have purple wisteria. I have ivy all around the place. I have some little animals that I bought. I found this little cute little topiary bunny in Ross's yesterday. I found some little gold bunnies, Walmart. I love these little darlings. I bought a couple of them. And from the Dollar Tree, I bought two or three of the little grassy bunnies, which I think are so adorable. And I love, love, love bird nests. I think I have an idea where it's going to go up here. But I actually found this. I actually made another video earlier. I found this in one of the bushes, in one of my bushes on the side of the house. And I'm like, wow, I can really, really bring this to the inside. So I didn't have to buy one, and I have a natural one. I brought it in earlier today. I just kind of sprayed it with some insecticide, and then I just shellacked it a little bit just to kind of keep it in place. I have some gold poinsettias here, and just like the Valentine's thing, I'm going to try to incorporate something that looks like Easter, and I think I'm going to use this area here to try to create like an egg, right? So like I said, this is going to be pretty ambitious, folks. I'm going to start up here. I'm going to come around, come down, and because I need to see a lot of tulips in the land, I'm going to have tulips along here. Let me stand over here. I apologize. Let me turn it a little bit. And it's going to go all the way across here, and then it's going to fall down. So yeah, it's pretty ambitious. So stick with me, folks. So one of the first things I want to do is I'm going to start creating somewhat of an egg here. This is actually the heart that I use for Valentine's. You all know I love repurposing things, right? This is some of the same styrofoam that I had, so I didn't buy a lot. I may have added one or two others, but I had that in the basement or in the garage somewhere anyway. So I just created a longer area to decorate. So I'm going to start just filling in this little shape. It already has the shape of an oval, which kind of helps. And I'm just going to go around and stick them in. I love this color gold because it sort of glistens, and I think it's going to stand out. Let me see. So you kind of see it's taking on this egg shape. Let me go around here. I'm probably going to need some more. So you see, you kind of have to, you don't focus on the styrofoam, you focus on the shape as you come around to create that egg oval shape. And once it's done, I'll probably have to finesse it a little bit, but I think you can kind of see what's happening. Kind of coming to. So I'm not going to worry about coming all the way around because the flowers are going to be coming all the way down here. And with the tulip sticking up, it's probably going to hide most of it. But you will probably be able to see, well, you definitely will be able to see the overall, I mean, not the overall, the bulk of the shape of the egg. See what's happening there. Happening more. So I have some other gold. Excuse me, folk. Just let her come in. Just stick them around. Stick them around here. As I'm looking at this, folk, I think what I may do is, because there's going to be a lot of purple on this side, I may come back in here and just add like a little stripe across. You know how when you used to decorate eggs, I may just come in and put some purple across there. As a matter of fact, let me grab something now. Here are some, like, what do you call these? These are like purple agapanthuses. I'm just going to put a few. Across there. Let's see. So I'm going to leave that part for a few minutes, and I'm going to start at the top. And trust me, folks, bear with me. I have flowers all on the floor. Look at this. What can I say, folks? I love flowers, and I can just buy flowers all day long, and I love decorating with flowers. Someone said to me that the mirror project is pretty heavy, meaning it's very detailed. Well, I actually like a challenge, folk, when it comes to these flower decorations and landscapes and things. You know, the 5 minute videos. They're great. Obviously they're a lot more affordable, but I have to tell you, I really, really like a more ambitious project like this one because it's certainly going to be that. So I'm going to go up here and put some of these little darlings at the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of fold them down a little. Probably add a couple more to give it a little more fullness up here. Let me just cut some more of this baby off. Yeah. And I think what I want to do is I think I'm going to do the darker yellow at the top, and then probably come fade down to some of the more pale yellow before I start getting into the lavender and purples down here. These roses are so beautiful. I couldn't resist but to buy them. And I'm just going to let's see, stick this baby up here. Yes. 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 So I'm just going to start filling them in. I also have some glass Christmas bulbs that I may add in afterwards. I told you this is going to be an ambitious one. Let's see. I bought flowers from everywhere, folk. I bought flowers from, these are from the Dollar Tree. I bought flowers from Michael's, of course, and Hobby Lobby, which has a huge assortment of flowers, which are gorgeous. I'm going to just kind of add some of these at the top. What is this? I have some of these beautiful yellow dahlia looking flowers that I'm going to add a few in. So just stay with me, folks. This I'm going to bring down, curl it up and outwards a little bit. See, I'm kind of keeping this rose vein going on and mixing in the dahlia ones and these little funky, I think they call them like queen roses. So for this little area right here, folks, I have something very special planned. How's that looking? So this here, I think I'm going to plant one of my favorite things, like I said, is I love bird nests. So I'm probably going to plant this bird nest up there, but I need some like green foliage around it to kind of simulate a tree area. So I'm just going to stick some of these little babies in. Let's see what's happening. I need some more. So I'm just going to go around and fill in so you can kind of get an idea of what's happening. I'm sorry, folks. I just want to make sure that you are with me and hopefully you are being inspired by this. Some of my friends reached out to me, even someone I didn't know, which was kind of nice. They commented that these more ambitious projects of mine were very inspiring to them. And in all honesty, that's exactly what I'm hoping for. So excuse me, just stick this. So I hope these more ambitious projects. I apologize for walking back and forth in front of the camera, folks, but right. I'll probably fill more of that in afterwards. But for now, I think you get an idea of what's starting to happen here. So I'm just going to kind of nestle it right on top there. See that? And to keep it in place, the little branches will probably keep it in place. But you know what I do, folks? Again, you can use so many things that you already have. This is just the wire from the flowers. So I just cut one or two, just bend it with my hand. I'm just going to stick it in a couple of places to hold it to ensure that it doesn't fall, or slide off. And I think it's going to be fine. All right. So I'm going to continue. With the roses and the dahlia looking. You know what? I'm gonna leave that right there. And going to just bear with me, folks. So I'm going to go and fill in. You know what I do? I just stick this down in the middle. It's not going to disrupt the eggs when I put them in. Okay. Okay. So I do have some eggs that I bought. I bought some pastel eggs that was on sale at Hobby Lobby. I bought them for like $1. They were pastel, but I'm going to spray paint them gold. I'll show them to you in a little while. Oh God, this little paper stuff is so annoying. Let's see what happens over there. So I'm going to actually start putting in some of the more pale yellow. I have tons of them around here. Yeah. I'm not sure if many of you have seen these. They have these beautiful little, what do they call these? Glitter berry bunches at the Dollar Tree. I can't wait to stick those in. They're going to add such a nice little pop to it. So I'm going to start adding some of the pale flowers too. Okay. I think I better stick with the roses up here. So you can see when I'm starting to come here, it's going to be covering up some of this, a portion of the egg. So it kind of look like the egg is hidden behind the scape. Hence your Easter egg hunt. Um, Sorry, folk. I'm covering up the styrofoam, but I don't want to cover up the beautiful egg. I'm sorry, the beautiful bird's nest. So I have to be careful. Better. I don't know how many of these. Oops. Pop the flower off. These little tags can be a little challenging to get off sometime. Let's see what's happening. Um, have some yellow tulips. Stick one of these babies over here. Um, I think what I need is some of those up there. Go back and fill these in. Let's see. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to hang these yet. I think I need to wait until afterwards, folks. I think what's best if I just continue to build up. And the thing about doing a successful gradation of flowers, folks, like if I'm going to go from dark to pale and then gradually get into other colors of the spectrum, you shouldn't just start with a color and then have a line across and start with the different or the lighter colors. You should start transitioning them. That's why I came back and started putting some of these more paler ones up here so the transition can start to happen. And then down here, we'll see more pale colors, or a lot more pale colors. Okay. I'm going to add one or two of the more I think it needs to go up here. Let's see. I'm going to save, hold on to these. So what I'm going to do now, folks, while you're still with me, I'm going to go back and finesse this, but you kind of see what's starting to happen. And this is only barely halfway through. I'm going to start building some of the tabletop here so you can see. Again, I apologize for turning my back on you, but I have to. I have to come over here. So I found these like purple and pale yellow flowers at Walmart. I think the price is like $2 or $3.99. I got a bunch of them. I love these. So we're gonna see. I already cut some. No, I better. We're gonna see what's happening over here. Let's see. Let's see. And so I'm just filling the countertop, which is basically the yard of the grass, with these tulips. Let's see. And also, I want it to be coming from the mirror. It needs to be taller here, and it starts gradually getting less tall. So it's going to get a little bit closer to the countertop. So I'm gonna start sticking some of these in individually. They had some picks. I'm not quite sure where they'll work, but they'll probably work the further I get towards this side. Okay. I think what I need to do is, so there needs to be more of a gradual transition here. So what I'm going to do, folk, is I'm going to take off some of these purple tulips and make more pale and yellow over here, so we can have more of a transition. I'm going to just pull these off. You can see. And I'm just adding some of the yellow and purple on. I'm sorry, I'm adding some of the yellow over here. And what I'll also do is, to make this transition even better, I'm going to take some of these roses off of another stem and put in a few over here. So that helps even more so. Yeah, that looks great. So, folks, you're starting to see what happened, and yet it was still not done. Sorry, I can stand over here. We're still not done. So we're going to come back and we'll finish the rest. But you can see what's happening. The darker yellow down to the pale, and we start to transition into some of the lilac. And as we go on, we're going to get more so into the deeper purples. Stay tuned. So please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I certainly will look forward to your comments.